Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Lee Knives here, and today I'm going over sheathing modifications for survival knives, and I'm first going to go over Dave Canterburys' 10 C's to Survival. Dave Canterbury has a YouTube channel. He has the Pathfinder School, and I'm going over that because I think it's important to know, obviously to know like at least the first 5 or the first 10 things, necessary items to carry into a survival situation. And I like to include these on my survival knives. Anyway, the first C that he has is having excellent fixed blade knife, which I have several of those. Using a combustion device is number 2, like fire steel. Number 3 is like a covering device, like a wool or a thermal blanket. Number 4 is having like a metal container to keep cold water and to cook things. Number 5 is having cordage like paracord. And the number 6 is having a cotton bandana. Number 7 is having a good compass. 8 is having like a lighting device like a headlamp, so you can keep your hands free while you work. Number 9 is having a canvas needle, which is a large, heavy-duty needle. And number 10 is duct tape. Okay, well I just went through those real quick, and now I'm going to show you all how I've kind of set up some of my survival sheathing methods and kind of how I feel about using large knives out in the field and my amateur input on that. Okay, well first up, the first sheathing modifications I really got started on was I had a Cold Steel GI Tanto, and basically this model I took a this is a 511 tactical pistol magazine holder, and I took that and I paracorded it on, as you can tell, and I have this set so you can put it horizontally on your belt. You can slide your belt through these paracord loops and put it on horizontally, and it gets you what's called the tracker style draw, and you can put that behind your back, and then that sheath opens up so you can just have the knife here if you're right-handed, pull it out, and then pull the it's a multiplier. I know from another buddy of mine, Mike, he goes by Zombies on YouTube, and he recommends having a multiplier out if you're in a survival situation. It's a great little tool. It's a tool with many tools on it. This is the Gerber one that I custom painted, and I mean it's got saws, it's got knives, scissors, file, all that jazz. So you can't really substitute a lot of those things, in the field. You can't just create a multiplier. Next up is my full-size USMC Ka-Bar Fighting Knife, and to tell you all the truth, I actually ruined one of these full-size Ka-Bar batoning. And I actually sent it to Ka-Bar, and they sent me a newer model back with a newer sheath, and I like this one. This is a better sheath than what they've been putting out. And theirs uses tension to hold it, and you just use a thumb release. But I have that full-size Ka-Bar, and I have it on this video because I have a Spec Op sheath that I've had it for a long time. Love this sheath, and this sheath is completely MOLLE compatible. Has this little I got the idea for the other sheath from this one, actually, because it has this stretchy pocket on it. It's almost like a pistol mag pocket, and I just keep a fire steel in here. But as I said, it's stretchy, so you can keep. I've managed to put several items in there: fire steel, extra knife, things like that. It's really nice to have on a survival knife an option to carry other things, even though it adds more weight. If you know how to carry it right, it shouldn't be a problem. Like carrying horizontally, that can kind of maybe, like having something sticking out a little more, it's going to bounce a little bit more, like as you're walking and perhaps running. But if you wear some kind of suspenders or things like that, it shouldn't be a problem. I sometimes wear a tactical harness, and that really helps. And on to what I've recently been working on, and what I'm really excited about to kind of show. And then I made a custom friction sheath for my TOPS Armageddon, and the reason I did this, I liked the sheath it came with, but I thought it was too long, and it didn't hold enough for me for like what I wanted on my big survival knife. So basically, just kind of works. It's a simple friction sheath. I used like pieces of 1/4-inch pieces of plywood, and on another knife sheath, I had used hardwood, and I did the plywood because it's lighter. I learned this from a friend of mine that he makes some machete sheaths, Mike. And he showed me that he makes rabbit stick sheaths, and so this just slides out. I got tension set just right, so it's not going to fall out. It's upside down. All you do is just give it a thumb, give it a push with your thumb, pops right out, slides out, nice and easy. And basically I have that set up. I have because I was looking at the 10 C's of survival, I realized that number one, I have a lot of cordage on this sheath. I have each of these little spools are 7 feet, so 7 times 4, we got 28 feet of paracord right there. 28 feet. It's 30 feet of paracord right on your knife sheath. I mean, it kind of helps compose my sheath, and I don't want to necessarily have to use this unless I really need to, but I mean, I would in a survival situation. And then these, I have some tactical sheaths. These are from Blackwater. And then in this one I have a headlamp, a little pencil headlamp for the hands-free. I have my sharpening tool, my Lansky Quick Fix in there. And that composes the first 2 patches. I'm sure I could shove more in there, but you also do have to think with a big-ass knife like this and a big old sheath like this that the weight factor is going to come in. And I'm going to show you guys the system that I designed to carry all this. But then in the bottom, this is a Blackhawk Strike single pistol mag, and I have the military fire starter down there, and then the TOPS whistle that came with my Armageddon. And just got to keep all that in there. I'm sure I could fit more in. But basically, with a large knife like this, you're worried about weight, because honestly, it's about a 2-pound knife. With the sheath and everything, and with all the gear on it, we're probably looking at 3 pounds. And this is the original sheath it came with. I liked it. I mean, it's MOLLE compatible, like I said. It's very, very, very long, and wearing that on your hip just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't work with me very well. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't very comfortable. But I'll show you real quick. Dave Canterburys has this. He's done the style for his Ontario sheath. And basically, I don't know. It's just some kind of survival rig that I did with some heavy duty rope, basically utility rope, and you just slide it on over, and it's kind of like a, I don't know, to be honest, it's like a pirate rig, but I have yet to field test this and see how it works, but I'm actually pretty excited because I've thrown a backpack on and things like that, and it seems to work so far. And this strap's completely adjustable. I can get that. It's probably better to adjust it if you have it on. The way I have it set up, just a dual knot. You adjust in and out to your desired length. And like I said, honestly, it seems fairly comfortable. And I know very few people would ever wear a knife like this. But if I were in a survival situation and living out, I mean, if I was trying to live primitively and set up my own housing, things like that, I think that's a pretty fantastic way to do it. And but anyway, I hope you enjoyed. And if you have your own survival knives, I recommend pimping them out too. I mean, I think it's a great idea. Like I said, the only thing, it just adds on extra weight to your knife, and it's just something you need to take out in the field and either figure out if you do like or don't like, or get used to it. So, I mean, I've been carrying the Ka-Bar like that for years now, and I've just gotten used to extra weight of extra gear on my knife. So, okay, that's all. Thanks for watching.